raising my family here. I don't need another apartment complex here. We have plenty of empty lots. If you're not familiar with this area, we have plenty of empty lots. We have one down just a few blocks from Franklin where they demoed a house last year. The lot sits empty. Michael Lander, the developer, has a huge empty lot next to Calhoun Beach Club that he has promised to develop for the last 2 years, and it still sits empty. So they're in a rush to tear this down, to build apartments. We don't need any more apartments. They have just approved over 1,000 new units just 2 blocks down from here.
Wow.
It's already too much traffic, overpopulation here. We have many areas of the city. If any of you are familiar with my North Minneapolis properties, I have over 100 vacant lots that I can give him to have to build his apartment complex all day long. When they say, well, we need it right here, that's being classist. That means they are choosing very particular areas, which means they're discriminating against the very people that they say they are empowering by building higher density in our neighborhood. I'm for saving this home because it's over 100 years old. I don't care who built it, to tell you the truth. I love Julie Homes, I know that. But to me, it's important to realize that when this home was built, it had gas inside. There was no electricity, there was no power tools. Everything in it is natural components, unless it's handmade and handcrafted. They say that nothing is intact. Lisa Bender, if you can hear me, because I'm sure there's somebody in the crowd that will take my word back to you, have you been in the house? Because as far as I know, you have not been. We've been inside. There is so much still intact with the original photos, and in my cost estimates, it's about $150,000 to take this home back to the original look, make it single-family occupancy. The facts are, it has not been on MLS. It has not been offered for sale because it would have sold. So their case to win demolition is that the owner has no other alternative other than selling to a developer. I personally have sent an offer over of cash, and I love giving hefty deposits, and I follow through on my projects, and it's been rejected. So I'm not the only one. If this was listed on MLS, I'm a licensed realtor with Keller Williams. I know it would sell because it is a very desirable area because we have made it that. So we want to keep it that way. I'm all for development of this area, but do it on the empty lots. We don't need any more empty lots. We don't need any more new developments. We need to develop the lots we already have empty. So I truly applaud all of you for coming out at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday. And it's Earth Day. One thing to drive home here. We have 13 council members. Is that correct, Meg?
Yeah. 13.
We have 7 new ones. We have 2. Lisa Bender got elected by saying she was green and all about sustainability and keeping our environment and keeping our cities and providing a healthier area for our children. This is 180 tons of house. If anyone's ever seen a 30-yard dumpster, we need more than 40 to haul this house away. It will sit in a landfill for up to 20 years before any of it breaks down. Any of it. That's not even including the basement, and then we have to do backfill. If they build a new house, I don't care how energy efficient you have, 80% of our building materials now come from China. So to build this new energy efficient, sustainable home, it has to take a slow boat, a freight train, and semi-trailers to get here to build it. So that's our biggest issue right now, is that when they preach energy efficiency against our old homes, you have to remember what it takes to get the building materials here that are going to build these green homes. Nothing's green. The greenest thing you can do is not demo and to use our existing resources we already have. Anyone ever been to Europe? Anyone ever seen them tear down an old building to put up a new green building? Never. So we need to stop. And then also the other thing is people travel to Minneapolis, not just to see my houses, but they do. But they travel here because we have some of the best old house and building stock in the country. And if you don't realize that, travel to other parts of the country where they have demoed everything. The other part is, if anyone knows anything about me, I'm from Detroit. This city is not poor. This city is very wealthy. There's no reason for them to demo and not grab hold of their history and cherish it. Charleston, South Carolina, they're still old. They love it. All these great historic cities, we need to set an example for the rest of the country. Not only being the greenest city, which we're so proud of, but it's kind of BS when you have council members voting against saving our buildings and tearing it down. That's why I called Minneapolis pro-demo. And right now with the council members that are sitting there, we had 1 council member the other day vote for us. And the rest did not.
Lisa Goodman.
Lisa Goodman.
Yeah.
But you cannot be green and pro-demo. It's hypocrisy at its finest and best, and I'm calling it out. So Lisa Bender, please explain to me how you are green and how you are telling me that tearing this house down, filling our landfill, taking away our history from our children, because 100 years from now, your grandchildren are not going to come on a field trip to check out this apartment complex, but they will come by to hear the history of a Healy house and hear about how there was horse and carriages to bring the materials to this house and build it, and how we fought to save it. So that's my preaching for this evening. Didn't know you were going to church on a Tuesday. Spread the word. You can go on my Facebook page. All the council members' email addresses are there. I say this all the time, and no one believes me. Squeaky wheel gets the oil. And in this arena, I'm telling you, when we did a call out for action a couple weeks ago, we got, 300 emails in 2 hours, all across from the country. So if they tear this house down, it's absolutely horrible, and I'm never driving by this block again. I can promise you that much. I'm not. I can't handle it. I will lose my freaking mind. But the truth is, I will not stop. I will not. We will video it. Our last video, we got 40,000 hits because they took down a simple house in DuPont in the north. This is different. There's no reason for this house to come down. It's not an impoverished neighborhood. They don't need the lot. We have plenty of them. So thank you for coming out. Please keep spreading the word, because if this one goes down, that one has the ability to go down, and that one has the ability to go down, and that one. Because they don't ask for neighborhood votes. They do not bring it to us neighbors to say, can we tear this down? They simply put it in front of the council. And I will tell you right now, I'm sorry?
We've had office. We live down the street.
Yes. And you've kept your house standing, correct?
Kept our house.
Are you Eric?
I am.
Nice to meet you, Eric. Thank you so much for your support. I do read my Facebook comments, by the way, so if your face pops up on a profile pic, best believe I have your face memorized. And the truth is, I practice what I preach, and for this one, I'm telling you again, this house needs to stay standing, because once this one goes, there's nothing stopping other people from taking it all down. And if you want to live in a Minneapolis where there's no history and there's no old houses, then you're going to be on your own, because I'm going back home to Detroit.
What's your Facebook page?
Nicole Curtis Rehab Addict, but it's on my Twitter page also. But
should we also be asking the city council to conduct the study that the Historic Preservation Commission recommended and was voted unanimously, and just ask for a process?
We've asked for all that. We have, and the process has not been followed. Anything like this, first of all, just so you know, I had a reporter say to me, well, the city said that they came and they investigated this house. Really? Because they do not look inside a home.